Hi there, welcome to the Call to Cinema. My name is Aaron, and I just realized I kind of forgot my hat. So we'll be getting that in a second. Um, Hope that we get some people in here. I know it's a different time frame than you're used to seeing me at now, because basically, I'm in Canada, which has shifted things around a bit. I got two movies today, two review copies, and I think I kind of have an idea what they are, but I'm not certain because there's some other stuff coming. That being said, I will be unveiling these here. And I'll be talking about some other things. I'm looking into some horror stuff tonight, doing some horror chatter. Hopefully, if we get a lot of people around there. Hey there, William. Hey there, Jesse. It's late. I'm not sure what time it is there. Here, it's just around 1:15. So in Canada, it's a little bit earlier. I was kind of hoping that if you lived in the U.S. now, maybe this is earlier than I normally do it. So let me grab my hat because we have to unbox these two, talk about some other stuff, and talk about some stuff that I've watched as well because I have watched some horror, including I think one of the latest Blumhouse ones, which is totally killer. And being an '80s kid, I can talk about that. Hey there, Vince. Hey there, Robert. 1046. So that's not too bad. Richard Ramsey, I heard. So this is my hat for Canada. So for those that. So for the. It's my what he at hat, which is a quite the Newfoundland phrase. So more recently, over the last couple of months, I do some like review work with Mill Creek. I've also worked a bit with Sony, and that's been more of a recent thing. So you've seen me unveil and talk about and review so far, as it comes to like the Sony releases, have been like I'll show you the ones that I did most recently first, and that of course was Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. This is really good. No Hard Feelings. This is really good. Really surprising that one, man. Resident Evil Death Island, which was cool. It's kind of decent. Knights of the Zodiac. I wish there would have been more of a budget put into this one because I'm a massive fan of Saint Seiya and Love Again, which I think I liked, but a lot of people didn't. But it just was something that I that I kind of dug. So now I got two more releases. I ripped them open so we wouldn't have to, because it got the little tab thing on them, so I wouldn't have to do that and kind of make it a little bit easier. And there's two or three things coming, so it's a few things. Okay, that it could be. And obviously I haven't watched it because this is my first time opening it. So here's the thing, guys. This is probably hey there, Dustin. Welcome, man. Man, I would like to get you on sometime soon. I'm doing the blind ranking. I don't know if you saw the one I did with Cinema Dave, but we could do a fun blind ranking, Dustin. Dustin has some great stuff with cobwebs and hey there, Sarah. Hey there, Al. So, oh yeah, I forgot to show you guys. This is Sniper Grit, and correct me if I'm wrong. This is like the 8th or 9th or so, like in this series. So for those who don't know, Sniper was a film done back in the day with Tom Berenger, and they've kept the franchise going. Now, I haven't seen the last one or two of these, so I hope I don't have to know too much going in. I do know this guy though. So this guy here is Dennis Haysbert. I hope I pronounced it right, but I know him because I watched Riverdale, which is unfortunately ended, and he was Frank Andrews. So unfortunately, the character of Fred Andrews was played by not unfortunately played, but unfortunately Luke Perry passed away, and he played the character of Fred Andrews. Archie's dad. So eventually, after a while, they brought in like his Uncle Frank, and by this like super jack dude right here. Look at that guy. Looks like he could be a wrestler, crying out loud. I'm seeing it's pretty bad. This is the first kind of like DVD that I've gotten from Sony. So interesting to see that. I'm actually kind of curious. See, here's the thing. I've been watching so much horror recently, and that it's kind of going to be a bit. Got third place. Congratulations, Sarah. Have an NWO hat. Oh, I do not. I used to have an NW shirt down. So Luni Fujimoto plays Lady Death. I'm guessing that's her right there. Yeah, so I've been kind of jonesing for that. This looks like it's a slipcover. This was kind of stuck. All right. Oh, so I do know this one. It slips a little bit messed up. It's my fault for the way I ripped it out there. This is more of a Halloweenish one. So this is Insidious: The Red Door, and I think this is the last Insidious film, right? This is the last one in the franchise that they're doing. See, for some people, this is going to be like just a tame unboxing. For other people, they're going to remember that I haven't done an unboxing of something coming in the mail for over a year. So for those that have been with me for a while, and have been when I was in North Sydney, and I used to get things coming, I didn't have to wait like kind of months to get to do things, and I had to go around, like run circles around to get like a lot of releases. Does it have a digital code? Yes, it does. I want to show that. I'm not sure if that's Canadian or American. But here we go. Now, I haven't seen this one either. What I did watch tonight, though, was Totally Killer with Kieran Shipka, I think her name is pronounced, and Olivia Holt, who just recently took over Roxy Hart on Broadway, I think. Yeah, you guys know I'm a massive fan when it comes to musicals. And it was really freaking good. So it has that same type of feel of like a Freaky or a Happy Death Day. But for me, because of the actors that were in it, I'm not sure if it's as good as Happy Death Day, but it's definitely better than Happy Death Day to You. And it's definitely up there with Freaky. I'm a massive fan of the girl that played Sabrina. Kiernan Shipka, of course, she was a Mad Men for years as well. But so stoked to see that. I also got to see Saw X recently, and again, I like that. I mean, it was predictable, but it was way above. Actually, I've been watching much lately, Sarah. I'm in Canada, so I traveled 22 hours not too long ago to get where I'm at right now on plane. So the ability to watch hasn't been something I've been able to do in the last little while, and I really haven't had the chance. I've been talking to my mom, my sister, and but I will catch up later, and my nieces. Talking to my kids cannot wait to see them. I can't wait to see my dad. It's been a little different because normally we have like Malcolm here as well, and he'll do he hosts a lot of different things on here. And with the time difference, it's been a bit different. Trying to actually even get in contact with him. I messaged him earlier tonight, but he was, I'm guessing, he's probably asleep because the jet lag's been hectic on me, and I have been passing out quite a lot and quite early. I went to sleep earlier today, which is the reason I'm up right now, actually. So overall, this is what we've gotten so far from Sony. So we've gotten some decent releases. I do a ranking, but I can't rank these two here yet because I haven't seen them. Has anybody seen Insidious: The Red Door? Anybody have any thoughts on that? I wish you put more features on these releases. So here's the thing. Uh, if you get like a Sony film, like the audio quality and the sound quality and the video quality is amazing. Sony, it's Sony. They got their stuff together with that. I think they really need to put more into the like get to work with people to get like more features. Like you get like features on something like Cross the Spider Verse or something like that. Um, but I really like this movie, and I think this is one of the underrated movies of the year, actually. So I want to see more features on those things because what's going to happen eventually is you're going to see stuff like this. We're going to get like Insidious is going to get like an Arrow video release or something like that down the road, and then they're going to put a whole bunch of features on there, hopefully, and they don't do what they do with Child's Play, because that was not as great, my friends. That was not as great at all. I have not gotten back to the shop yet, which I definitely want to do, but I'm trying to like really space it out. If you haven't seen the video I did, by the way, with Cinema Dave, we did a blind ranking conversation video, and it's a new series that I'm doing on my channel, and I want to really kind of just have some fun with it and do a lot more of them. Have different people in for different ones. You guys are so quiet tonight. It's such a it's so different for me. Now I am probably going with my sister and my niece to go see Five Nights at Freddy's. So I'll give a review of that one when I get back from there. Haven't thought about Halloween. I've been so busy at work. I have not decorated the house yet. I know that. I don't even have a Halloween mask this year. I wish I did, uh, because I am so behind when it comes to Halloween. I do kind of want to look at some stuff tonight with you guys. Does Scream Factory have anything going on? Let's check Scream Factory first, and then we'll dive out from there. Because I have a feeling that Scream Factory might have something. I'll open up the YouTube thing so I don't miss your messages. I forgot to put a see, I thought there's like a sale. There's certain movies going on sale on Scream Factory recently. I am tempted to pick up. Like they have a few Scream Factory releases at Sunrise. The one that's tempting me a lot is Dead Silence because I remember liking that movie. It's right here. Of course, it's on the poster, uh, but it's fairly recently priced for a 4K. I've noticed recently that as I'm going into the shop, the 4Ks for Scream Factory and stuff that tend to be usually more reasonably priced than some other ones. So, say for instance, I pick up Dead Silence. That's going to be like around $39, right? 32 for a Blu Ray, around 39 for a 4K. Sometimes it'll kind of hit it up there like in the 40ish range. But if I want to get like a Vinegar Syndrome, then it's probably going to be around like $68, uh, just on a regular basis for a regular Vinegar Syndrome, not a slipcover or anything like that, just a regular Vinegar Syndrome 4K. So something like Where First the Vampire Woman is going to cost you around like 68, close to $70 with around $75 with taxes in, and stuff like Puppet Master 3 from Full Moon hits around $74 like pre-tax. which is utterly insane to to me that that it goes that high. And you're seeing stuff like Dead Silence and the Child's Play films going on 4K and like under $40, which I think is a much better price. I got asked recently what I thought about the Paramount Scares set, and for those that don't know what that is, go to Amazon.com. So this is the Paramount Scares set. So it was a limited edition set that had a secret release on the inside. So it was going to be their first. Um, it was going to be their first big Paramount like horror set, and I had some decent stuff here because we got Rosemary's Baby, Pet Cemetery was announced. Hey there, Swift, welcome, man. Thank you. Happy hunting week to you. Smile and Crawl, and there's a fifth one that was a secret, and so you expect the secret one to be like one that's going to be a big deal, kind of a great, kind of really cool horror film. Maybe it's going to be the new Pet Cemetery prequel. Maybe it's going to be something different, something kind of cool and unique when it comes to into the horror genre. And instead, it's freaking Sweeney Todd. And you guys know, like even for me, it was like, it was definitely more of a musical guy. This is a bit of a disappointment. This is like Andrew, Andrew, this is what a disappointment. And if you're going to put Sweeney Todd in there, I'm okay with that. But why in the blue hell would you make Sweeney Todd your secret title? It's by far and large not that yeah, it's not a bad movie, um, but it's the coal in your stocking of the set. We've got here the original Pet Cemetery on 4K, Rosemary's Baby on 4K, Crawl on 4K, which is a fantastic film, although I haven't seen that. Smile, which is a great movie, and like really good horror films. Where the hell does Sweeney Todd fit into this? It doesn't. It's it's just this like massive disappointment amongst all these other great films that are are horror films. They're actual horror films. And we got to like an actual, like, that's not a replica, a tiny like Fangoria. That's an actual full size Fangoria magazine. There's a lot of like reprinted stuff there, but there's some new stuff as well. I think Justin Beam was one of the guys behind it. So it's going to be quality. We got like a sticker sheet. That's cute and all. I like that they've got like slip covers for all these. But Sweeney Todd, really? Like, really, guys? Is anybody at all, like, I want to ask you a question here. Is anybody at all happy with the reveal that was Sweeney Todd? Because I had heard early on with Johnny Depp, yeah, and Helen Bonham Carter in a horror set. I had heard early on some rumors that it might be. And I was like, it can't be. And honestly, early on, and I kept my mouth shut in hopes that the rumors were wrong. But damn, this was a massive disappointment for me. Like this was a true disappointment because I kind of want this set. Like, I'm not going to pay. Well, this is American, so if it's in Canada, I'm going to guess it's going to be a lot more expensive. There's no address to change. I don't know if I would pay $100 American, even though it's 4Ks, right? And that's a great price because 4Ks, they're not cheap. I know, trust me, I found that out here recently. I spent 100 for 4Ks, but those were in steel, with 3 steel books inside of a steel case. So that was That's different, and I don't mind paying for something, that I like. I'm a Blumhouse fan. I like the Blumhouse, like, trilogy of, like, Halloween films, so I'm okay with paying $100 for that. And I do like the other films on there, and does not like I don't like Sweeney Todd, I just think that it's a bad choice, uh, for the 5th one of your first Paramount Scares. If you're trying to start a new line and you're hoping that to do well with that line. Oh, I wouldn't say the ages because but they're younger. Like I mentioned my family name, but I try to keep them offline. you know. See, I thought there was a sale thing on here. I could have sworn there was. Let's go back here to shout. Fragment 4K, Sonny Chiba Collection Volume 2, Volume 1's at store. I thought about buying it, but I haven't seen these at the store yet. I would love to get these. I guess not. I could have sworn there was like some stuff on. Some stuff is really good. Some of this is. I hate that some of these are like just not in store. Like basically, you got to buy them from the website. I like to go to the Canada one, but I think I'm signed in here, and I don't want to go show them my address on here. So I can't go to the Canada Amazon website. So let's go somewhere else. Let's see what's coming out. Because I am kind of curious. So let's go to Blu-ray.com. So if you're living in Canada right now, it looks like $34 for The Blob. $28.25 for Spider-Man Across Spider-Verse. That was so good. $52 right now for Loki's. That's gone down. The complete first season. That's might be worth picking up, actually. Yeah, a lot of people apparently the ones that got the free copies weren't allowed to talk about what they were because it was supposed meant to be like a big secret. The sad part is it's it's not a good secret. I mean, if you're going to keep something secret, make it something that's worthwhile keeping secret. So let's go to coming soon. Let me try the release calendar. See what's coming up. So obviously we're past October the 8th. So what is now October the 26th? Hey, SJ. Welcome back, man. I'm not quite sure. I mean, like I have companies that basically I don't reach out to companies very often. I had a couple companies reach out to me, and like the ones that I work with, like Mill Creek, and more recently like Sony. Uh, to like a smaller extent, I don't give much when it comes to Sony, but I'll get like certain, you know, these here releases. These are the Sony ones I've gotten so far. But it'd be interesting to, if Paramount or someone was sending something my way. So 27th was yesterday. So obviously 5 Nights at Freddy's isn't going to be coming out yet. It can't be. These are theatrical release dates. What the hell? I want like movies. Not theatrical count. I went like, bloody hell. I was wondering why this was coming up like that. Moved to Morocco went really well. I'm visiting my family right now. I'm actually in Canada. So I'm here for the next couple months. So slipcover ever. So you should reach out. I mean, it never hurts to reach out to some companies, because you never know. Put your art out there. Put your stuff out there. Let's see. There we go. So it looks like on the 30th, because we don't normally get them on the release time unless it's like we got Pandora's Box coming out from Eureka. Ginger Snaps is coming out as well. The trilogy. Lips of Blood is coming, as is Fascination. Now there's a couple Genre films that I do want to pick up. For those that are unaware, I picked up not a Genre film, but picked up Cold Eyes of Fear recently, which is one of the Indicator 4Ks. Looks like we're getting a 4K for Megan. I actually really like that movie. Wouldn't mind having that one. I like the Mausoleum, like one coming out right here. But these releases that Indicator are doing have just been so good. It's been incredible to see some of that stuff. I got a question for you guys. So, and the more that I can answer this question, the better. Also, if you're here and you like the video, like, share, subscribe, all that jazzy stuff. Got a Patreon you can join if you want to join that. And of course, super chats, super sticker, donate. It helps the channel a lot, and I appreciate it. Because especially right now I'm traveling. But with that being said, above all, enjoy the video and have fun here. So here's the thing. I'm looking at a couple of releases, some Indicator releases, and they're movies that I really want. Now there's 4K editions of some of these films, but the 4K editions aren't there. So I can't get I can't buy like 4K. I can't get the 4K. I can get the versions 4K if I don't know, if I'm go to London or something sometime. But the Blu Ray editions of them are there, and there's around like a $15 price difference, and in the releases. So stuff like Black Magic Rights and Night of the Hunted, for instance, the Indicator releases. They have the Blu-ray, the new Blu-ray editions of those. The ones that have the special collector's edition features, as opposed to the 4Ks. Would you still pick them up if it had like the 4K restoration on Blu-ray, if with all the same features, even if it wasn't like the 4K edition? Or would you just not pick it up because it's not 4K? I kind of want your thoughts on that. Chopper's such a fun film. I want to see who actually answers me. I love this release through Leon as well. Christmas Story comes out on October 31st. Oh, nice. So that's the Interview with the Vampire Season 1. Haven't seen any of that. We got Rope, The Man Who Knew So Much, Torn Curtain, Topaz, and Frenzy. Finding out the value right now is Blu-ray. Here's the thing, too. This is something that I noticed, SJ, when I was looking at the Indicator releases, especially if you're looking towards rarity of something. So the 4K editions of the Indicator releases, the new like kind of slim line but have the nice big books Indicator releases right now, have have 6,000 copies each. Right, so 6,000. So you got a chance of getting 1 in 6,000 for like the Indicator 4K releases. Now, the Indicator Blu Ray releases of the very same titles are limited to 4,000. So it's actually, in a weird way, the 4K the 4K is less rare than the Blu-ray. Hey, Andy, welcome, man. I'd like to get your thoughts on that, Andy. So here I am, have a chance to get a couple Indicator releases. They're not 4Ks, they're Blu-rays, but they're in the same type sets, right? They're in the, but it's the 4K restoration. It's in the set. The 4Ks aren't there, but the Blu-rays are. And the other thing basically is that, like, when they're doing the 4K releases, there's 6,000 of the 4Ks, right? But when they do the exact same releases on Blu-ray, there's only 4,000. So the scarcity of the 4K of the Blu-ray becomes more apparent. And I think it's kind of neat because it's I do want to get, like, you said, the VHS of Reincarnation of Isabel, the Redemption release, and their Indicator put it out as Blackmagic Rights. So I kind of want to grab that, and I don't need it. It would have been nice to spend 4K, but save $15 and get the Blu-ray release seems like a good idea for me. So, India, would love to have your thoughts on this. Yeah, so I'm choosing between. Let me grab one of the releases I got and give you an idea, because I'm not sure how much time I got, so I'm going to be quick. Try not to fall up and down the stairs. So I picked up this beautiful 4K release of Corazon Fear from Indicator. And it is 4,046 of 6,000. So love the way this is done. You open it up, you get this here. Incredibly well put together release. And the booklet, just a really great release. Now, you have releases just like this for oh, me too. For Blackmagic Rights and for Night of the Hunted, which is Jean Rollin and Bridget Leahy. I'm a sucker for Bridget Leahy. And here's the thing. This is a 6,000, 4,046 out of 6,000. Now, the Blu-ray edition, it's not 4K, right? But it's still Blu-ray, and it's less copies of the Blu-ray than there's of the 4K. So they made 6,000 of the Blu-ray. They only made 4,000 of the 6,000 of 4K. They've only made 4,000 of the Blu-ray. So let's bring up Indicator. I'll show you what I mean. Tim Hortons. Nice. Had some Tim Hortons earlier today. So yeah, they did have the 4K release for, I can't believe I'm going to say it this way, The Grape of the Vampire. But they had the Blu Ray edition for Blackmagic rights. Where's the other one at? So as you can see, this edition here is limited to 4,000, right? So there's 10,000 altogether. It's got an 80-page book, like audio commentary with David Flint and Kim Newman. Just so much good stuff, like talking about the a lot of work talking the soundtrack for this one. We also have, and if I see if I can find the damn thing. The Blu-ray for 900. I have not seen the Exorcist Believer yet. Same amount of features on the Blu-ray, same as on the DVD. Sorry, same as on the 4K. Again, it's 4,000 as opposed to 6,000. We got a update documentary on the making of the film. We got some smaller like things on here, like a bunch of different things, like a appreciation from Stephen Thrower. Again, another 80-page booklet. And oddly enough, still like 4,000 for one and like 6,000 for the other. Now, the other option I have, by the way, so let's go through them all, is The Grape of the Vampire, we'll call it. And this one does the 4K. So again, it's a brand new 4K restoration from the original negative. And this is loaded with features, this one. So we got like a updated documentary. We got John Roland on the film. There's a 40-minute thing talking about his assistant director and the early collaborations. There's even like a short, like 17-minute like short film that he had made with a commentary on there, and again the 80-page booklet as well. Well, I guess, unfortunately, I got to say great. So here's the thing. So if I go to say this Grape, so again, it's still a brand new 4K restoration for the original from the OCN by Powerhouse Films. So I think I'm almost got myself convinced to actually to pick up some of these releases, because these are just such good releases. I mean, Roland is one of those. Like, I got asked recently, someone was watching Zadichi, and he said, "Oh, they're all starting to kind of blur together, and I'm starting not enjoying them as much as I watch them on through. I'm doing they're doing a marathon." And my thought was like, space it out, like definitely space out a bit. Roland is even more so, because it's a very dreamlike. Yeah, exactly. And it's very dreamlike. It's very much nightmare-esque in the way that it's done, right? So it's great, and it's like one of these people that you watch for one or two films you experience, kind of like Bergman, right? You can sit and do a Bergman festival, but I always suggest spacing it, because like Criterion put it the ultimate Bergman set, and he just did it well, like really kind of did that just brilliantly done. But Roland is one of those where you got to be in the right mood. Now the Grape film is his first like full feature length film, and it is very much like all the stuff that he'd become known for. It's black and white. It's it's I think it's pre-Rich Leahy though. But it's very dreamlike. There's the erotica aspect of it is there. There's a whole bunch of nudity because it's a Jean Roland film. It's but yeah, it's still very much of like kind of the artsy, style. I like Fascination a lot, actually. That's one that I do have, but I only have it on DVD. And I don't think I would buy another genre line on DVD because I do think you need you need at least a good Blu-ray with presumably like a 4K restoration, or at least a 2K restoration for Roland, because his films are very visual. And that's the thing. Not everybody is. Like, I get asked all the time, like, do I need everything to buy everything in 4K now, or do I need to buy everything? And you can buy things in DVD, guys. Like, you can buy things in Blu-ray. It's just, I think it really depends upon on the film itself too, like the structure of the film, what it's going to be. I bought Cause of Fear on 4K. Hey there, Kubrick, welcome, man. And I didn't blink because it's Cold as Fear. It's kind of like it's Enzio G. Castellari, did Inglourious Bastards, did a whole bunch of films. But this one gets like ragged down a lot because it's Giallo-esque, but it's not completely Giallo. But it is such a good movie. And I think it's one of the only person who enjoyed Zombie Lake. Zombie Lake is better than the one I watched with Franco. Oasis and Zombies. I don't think you're the only person like Zombie Lake, actually. I think a few people did. It's good to have Kubrick back. He sends me messages too on stuff. Did you send a message today on something? I'm pretty sure you did. I get so many messages nowadays. You sent me one on Cujo, I know that. And the Diabolique had the sale. That's who had the sale. Let's check the Diabolique sale over here. Hey, Jeff, welcome, man. Living Dead Girls is coming to 4K. I'd say pretty soon. I think the Indicator's going through them all. So for our friends in the US, let's head on Diabolique DVD and let's see what's on the sale here. So Towers of Darkness is a really good one. Serbian film, like skip that. You don't need to get that one. I haven't started Newport yet. I'm actually going to do that this week. I love doing the Hitchcock one. A ton of fun work in that one, I got to say. It's one that I really, really enjoyed. They're not going to make it easy on me. I'm not going to go through all the labels. Guys, I mean, like, just put up a sale. Don't say 50% off. Up 50% off these labels. It looks like it's Radiance, Unearthed. I think that's Arrow, Blue Underground. That is Arrow. Okay, that must be 80 films. And we have another one right here. So, guys, that is what's the other company? Let's go. We're gonna find out what this. I'll find it for you guys. So, Unearthed, Synapse, Radiance, Arrow, 88 Films US, and Blue Underground. I just wish they had the sale done like slightly differently. So let's just grab one of them. Let's go to Blue Underground, for instance, just to see. I should be tired, Dan, but I'm not. Like, there's definitely some decent prices here. Standard UHD for Dead or Darkness. I would love to have gotten the limited edition of that one. That was a really nice one. That one had like the CD soundtrack. Super well put together. Thank you, Jeff. I very much appreciate that. That is very good to know. Dead and Buried. We're going to go in slowly, guys. Jeff, thank you so much. Yeah. Close to booby genital. I love the fact that we're getting like hair put there. Yes, I'm still getting over the jet lag, actually. Get Mean is there. Uncle Sam was a lot of fun. I actually like that one. Toolbox Murders is a nice one as well. I want to see if any of these are on sale, like on Amazon.ca. Because the thing is that I don't think about is like I'm here in Canada. If I find something that I really want, it's too expensive on a Sunrise. I can always probably pre-order it or order it on here. So I should be checking in to see exactly where everything is. Oh, when it comes to the to that. So like, for instance, let's just say I wanted to pick up what's the Emmanuel one here? Emmanuel 4K. I desperately like to have that one, but I want to pay like $300 for it. Now the 4K set is not here on which is a shame. Pretty much have the entire time we can. It's weird, isn't it? Like I finding myself like going out and kind of just being up super late and like napping in the middle of the day. It's really really different. If Unearthed Films is the one that put out Serbian film, we're definitely not going to them. Just say, I'm not a fan. Let me just check one thing because I would like to try something. So I'm going to put me on screen for a second while I do something. So, my friends, as you can see, smile. What are you at? I've become a vampire. I feel like it. I totally do. Am I signed in? No, I'm not signed in. Perfect. So let's go to the deal store. I hide that. So I want to. So let's just say I want good deals. Let's go to. Let's bring us to movies and TV. Go to 4K. No, it still keeps showing my address. Not my address, but like my postal code. So like, screw you, Amazon. You're not getting, you don't get any like stuff on my screen now. So we still have the October sale going on in Arrow. I want to see if there's anything going on. Let's do Unobstructed, guys. So Unobstructed is a Canadian website. Tenebrae vibes. Oh, kind of creep me out, man. So I want to show. So Unobstructed is a Canadian like version of Diabolic DVD, and apparently they're getting better, from what I have heard. So there's a Warner Archive Collection Wipeout. There's one archive sale. So let's check this one out first. See exactly what kind of how we are price wise on here. We got the 4-pack for Hitchcock at $50.38 for 4 Blu-rays. Hopefully, it's on 4 Blu-rays. Bad Ronald, I saw that way too many times when I had Scream Channel. Batman Masked Phantasm and Sub-Zero. It's actually not a bad one. Masked Phantasm is great. I saw that in theater, actually. I kind of want that. I think there's a 4K of Masked Phantasm, so wait on that one. Nothing's really standing out here. Like, there's some good films. Cimarron's here. Curse of Frankenstein's an excellent 2-disc edition, too. $27, not bad. Let's just see there. I love the art on this. So do we have anything on here? I don't want to review. I don't want to know what leading features are on here. Don't tell me anything. Had Ronald showed so much indie on the cable package. We'll go back to home. So we got Vinegar Syndrome sale going on. There is the Shocktober 23. Oh, they do have a Shocktober sale going on here. But are the prices decent? That's the thing. That's the rub. Ah, that is the rub, guys. It's not bad. I mean, like we got. So you wondered about like the shipping cost on here. Let's check that out. Let's check the shipping cost as well. So there has to be something here for shipping. So go on to delivery policies. Your item will be shipped via Canada Post. So out of stock items take 2 to 3 weeks to ship. What I don't like is they don't tell you which items are in stock, which ones aren't in stock. Driving classics. Oh, and steamy windshields too. Windows too. I think it was like Saturday, so it was steamy windows, right? Audrey Rose is one I like it. It's a slow burn of a film. It's depressing as hell. So like it's super depressing. So it's not one that I could actually watch. It's not one I can just put on and watch. It's not much like when I'm watching Eden Lake, right? I got to be in the right mood. I can't just go and watch it. I know Beyond Door is fun, but they're very different films. I mean, Beyond the Door is definitely leans more into the cheese factor of it, and Audrey Rose, much like some of the other ones who's doing around the time, like Magic and stuff like that, definitely have a more morose sensibility to them. Oh, this is a really great price. 82% off for Clapboard Jungle. I might have to order this. If it's in stock. 82% off. You can't go wrong with 82% off. So Shocktober sale, bargain bin. Let's hit the bargain bin. Chill factor is different. I mean, chill factor was not what I thought it was going to be. So if you look at the chill factor, you see like this, like snowmobile helmet with a ice go through like the eye hole, and so it kind of makes it look like a slasher, right? But it's not. It's kind of it's a possession film. So I think if you know that going in, you're not going to be as disappointed. But if you go in looking at like the cover and you're thinking, man, this looks like the most awesome like slasher. What a great like winter slasher, because you live in Canada. Like you're thinking like, man, I wish there was more like winter slasher films and more like kind of just like winter horror films altogether. Because we understand here, like we live in Canada, the sense of isolation and the kind of sense of dread and everything for like how well horror can work in kind of colder. Look at the thing, right? In kind of the colder weather. Nothing standing out here, guys. Like there's some decent films here, but nothing really stands out. Let me go send them. Check that one out. Looks like they're getting rid of some of the adult titles. Not bad prices on some of these. Like there's ones here, I'm still waiting for like a winter Friday 13th film. That's what I want to say. Yeah, nothing here standing out, guys. Like there's decent titles here, stuff I could pick up. Thank you, SJ. I thought Universal Monsters 30 film set. Desperately want it. And as always, go with all 30 or go with the slim down collections. Here's the thing. So my cousin picked up the 30 set, and like you can get the slimmed in collections. Uh, I find like if you're not getting the 4Ks, if you're not picking up the 4Ks, and the 4Ks makes it difficult because 4K releases, it's just the films, right? It's going to cost a lot more. Uh, I'd say it's more fortuitous and price wise to go with the 30 film set, because I'm fairly sure that like if I'm looking at my phone here right now. I'm going to bring up the Universal Monster set. Are you in the US or in Canada? Because sometimes they go on sale, and like, and that's not too bad. So like the 30 film set right now on it's not Blu-ray DVD, on Blu-ray is that's not the Blu-ray. I don't see 30 film set on Blu-ray. It's just see it on DVD. United States. Okay, let's go to Amazon.com. Okay. That's not even a freaking options are Blu-ray or DVD. No, I mean, actually it's a perfect time of year because it's so here's the thing. So on Amazon.com, you're looking at Blu-ray or DVD. So the and you want to get the whole collection, right? Because there's different ones. So the classic Monsters 30 film collection is 119. Like it's $99, by the way, in Canada. If you want to get it in Canada, I'm not sure if there's a difference in like the like if it's gonna cost you more, cost you less, like shipping wise. But it's I think it's cheaper to buy in Canada than it is to buy in the from the US. So if it doesn't cost you any more like an import tax to get it from Canada, I think we have it here for 106. So it's about the same. So yeah, I know you're good either way. I'd say go with the go. You can go with the 30 film DVD set. Um, the 4K, there's 4K one out there. There's also there's a Blu-ray one out there as well. The Blu-ray one could be harder to find now. If you can find it, it's going to be a bit more because it's going to be you're looking at around $40 in the difference. So it kind of depends on your mileage. If you're watching these a lot and you want to go for like the kind of the Blu-ray edition, um, I like the sequels to Angel Andy. The first one's like far superior though, because you can't go wrong with the Universal Classics. You really can't. Like it's a great set. Now my cousin picked up the DVD edition, um, and the reason that he did do the DVD edition, just to let you know, is because for him, put on DVD anywhere, and if he's traveling, like he can like rip them to his computer and just put them in for storage and just put them on whenever he wants to. So it has like kind of backup online. He backs up most of his stuff online just in case anything ever gets scratched or anything ever gets missing or goes stolen, anything like that, because he travels. And when he travels, he likes to have his movies on hand. I I want to be excited. Like I'm kind of excited about Thanksgiving. I've loved what I've seen of the promotion, but I'm a little nervous that the promotion is going to be better than the film. You know what I mean? Does it make any sense? I'm very nervous that the promotion is gonna be better than the film. Oh, there's some nice Shout Factory stuff here. I still don't have Automan. I need Black Christmas, but I want that in 4K. I do recommend Beneath. This was a good film. Did anybody hear that recently? Uh, Kevin Bacon again, kind of said, "Hey, uh, maybe I'll do like that Freddy Krueger thing after all." Now this is a good upgrade right here. So for those that picked up this version of the craft, this Blu Ray, which I do have because I really like the film. So this is it's it's got some extra stuff on it. It's collector's edition, right? But the print is the old print. So if you ever saw the old Blu Ray edition of the craft, it's the same as this one right here. So the 4K edition of the craft is a massive upgrade from this here Blu Ray, like a massive upgrade. So if you're a massive fan of the craft, you might want to like pick up this 4K that's $1 cheaper than the other edition. I would be interested to see him show up in the Friday 13th series, especially because, it's one of the things that I got to start with him for. He was so contentious with it for so long. So you guys think that Dead Silence is a possible pickup? Let me just check here. Check my photos. I took pictures of like of the stuff that was there. Because he had some decent stuff. He had things like I'm gonna mention some stuff they had here, like potentials. They had things like Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde, Elvira's Haunted Hills. So I'm kind of iffy on that one, but it does have a nice like box set to it. The Eyes of a Stranger, but I think I got a version of that one. Fangs of the Living Dead was there. Frankenstein Monster from Hell. Conquest of Space. I Married a Monster from Outer Space was there, and then I didn't see that. What the hell? I'm going back. I want that. I definitely want that if it's decently priced. I'm a massive fan of American Monster from Outer Space. See, they had Kiss the Vampire. I already got Killer Party, so I need to get this one this time. Mask of the Red Death was there. Mummy Shroud. Nightmare at Noon. No Way to Treat a Lady, which I kind of really want. Of Unknown Origin is tempting as well. Absolutely insane Manitou. According to my pop song preferences, I'm between the age of 26 and 40. So I'll take that. Black Xmas was pretty bad. That's when I kind of agree with you on, actually. I have uh, anytime I get an idea to do something like different and get the chance to, like I've gotten to do some of the Halloween horror. If you're like on my Patreon, I've done the Halloween horror challenges with my dad, with Malcolm, and uh, those were so fun. Now I got to do the timelines race, Halloween timelines, and Friday 13th like reviews. And now I'm going through with these blind ranking things, which is like for me it's like a movie version of Hot Ones. Is what I'm trying to do with it. So basically, to do a blind ranking, like bring them in, like have them not know the category before they come in. So when when Cinema Dave came in, like I literally told him that was going to be Criterion right before we did it. Like right before we did it, right before we did it. So he had like with the massive amount of Criterions over there, and with only 20 that were going to be chosen, he had no idea what was going to come in, and there was a lot of really, really hard choices. And I've been going through like different blind ranking ideas. Too late, Black Xmas came out. I mean, he did They Them. That wasn't too bad. It wasn't my favorite, but it was better than I thought it was going to be. I think that's a Blumhouse production, or is it A24? Maybe it's A24. I'm working on some blind ranking like video things to put together, and I'm just getting the right people in for those. But I want to get different people. I wouldn't mind getting you on, actually, Indy, for a blind ranking. I know we're at different time zones now, but if the internet is there, then that's always an option. But with that being said, my friends, at just over an hour long, and because I'm probably going to be getting up for ranking, I'm not going to let you know what the category is, by the way. I've got a few different categories. I'm putting them out to different people, but they won't know until they go in. So you'll be going in totally blind. So when I say blind ranking, it's going to be blind. But the way I like to do it is like as we're ranking, converse, ask a few questions, that type of thing. I don't mean like trivia questions. I mean like just kind of about you, but you're collecting and all that, and just have some fun with it. If you haven't seen the one that I did with Sim Day, watch that when you get an idea of what I'm trying to go with, and hopefully it's coming across. All right. With all of that being said, my name is Aaron. Thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you, HJ, for the donation. It's the first one we got in a while, and I really, really appreciate it. Have a great evening. I am going to go and finish my tea before I head to bed. And Indy will definitely get you on for that. Work at the time schedule. But I will see you guys soon, or right here in the Cult Cinema. And remember, what do you at?